Good morning. It is Tuesday and it's quite a big day today because we're going to have both our children going back to school. Our youngest went back yesterday and our eldest will go back today as well. I am going to go to the post office because I've got a few orders that come in. Thank you very much if that was you, that I want to post today. So I'm going to put my trainers on for the school run and I'm going to walk straight from the school run into town, get my exercise by doing a nice long walk today, go to the post office. It's a really, really sunny day, so I shall take you with me on my long walk.
I just dropped my snack, that was me rustling about.
Here's Phoebe getting ready. She had a good day yesterday and a fabulous night's sleep, unlike me, who went to bed at 11 and was still awake at 1:15 worrying about every worry I've ever had in the world. Because that's a good time to do it, isn't it?
But I was like...
Yeah, you were out like a light. Right, let's get ready to go.
Oh, okay.
Hello, I'm back from my walk. I'm just going to make myself a cup of tea. I'm just going to choose a mug. Which one do I want? Oh, I think I'm going to go for the Kath Kidston lobster mug. One of many lobster mugs. Oh, I'm looking forward to this cup of tea. That was a long walk. Actually, I was going to check just how long it was. Just going to my fitness app. I recorded it on my watch. 5.5 kilometres I did, and I have burnt 355 calories doing that. That's good, isn't it? So I've earned my brunch bar. It's about 10:10. I'm going to sit down now and reply to some emails until about 11, and then I'm going to go and put on Bridgerton and sit and crochet for a bit, hopefully. Fingers crossed it all goes to plan, which as we know it usually doesn't.
The sky is blue, the sun is high, sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me that's all.
Oh, I've watched an episode of Bridgerton, I've done a bit of crochet, now it's time for some lunch. I can hear my horrible voice. Are you watching my vlog?
Yesterday's vlog.
Dan's having his break. I'm going to have some leftover spaghetti and some tuna. So we had spaghetti a couple of nights ago and I did too much. I'm terrible at judging pasta. But a friend of mine taught me ages ago, is this focusing? I'm going to have to play with the focus thing. I don't think it's recognising my face. Plus I look really tired because I've had very little sleep. A friend of mine taught me ages ago that you can just refresh cooked pasta by just putting it in boiling water for a couple of minutes, and it just blew my mind, which is ridiculous because I'm pretty sure everybody in the world knows that apart from me. Well, I know that now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to refresh some pasta and probably just have it with a bit of tuna and balsamic. Just went and picked up the post. I've been sitting here working on Lydia's birthday amigurumi and watching Bridgerton. I'm up to I'm up to episode 7. It's all heating up in Bridgerton. This is how her little jester is looking so far. Can you see how his eyes are wonky? Talked about this on my last podcast. Somehow I managed to put one eye a row lower than the other one. So what I could have gone back and sorted it out, but honestly, perfection is overrated. Life's too short. So what I'm going to do is when I sew on his hair, I'm going to sew that on a bit wonky as well, so it looks like he's doing this. Looking a little bit quizzical. Oh, hello. Who are you? So that's what I'm doing. I've just made one very, very teeny arm. I don't like doing limbs in amigurumi, but I mean, that is tiny, isn't it? So I'm going to try and get the other arm done. So I keep getting distracted by people walking past the window. I've got the, yeah, I'm going to try and get that other arm done before we have to go and pick up Phoebe. I've got the local garden centre magazine, which I always enjoy, and there's usually vouchers for like the cafe. I wonder if they're going to have done that, because obviously they're not open at the moment. They must be feeling hopeful though, so I might have a look through that. And I've got a parcel all the way from Virginia, and it says Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday on it. So I'm going to open that up now. Right, I've opened it up. Oh, Carleen, thank you so much. I hope it was okay to open. My birthday's not till April, so I hope it was okay to open it. Anyway, she sent me some beautiful yellow yarn. It is by a company called Why Not Fibres, and it's called Winter Wheat, this colour. And I know that I'm going to make this into a lovely, lovely hat. So I'm going to put that to one side to talk about on my knitting and crochet podcast. And she sent some lovely little bits as well. Look at this she sent for the girls. These gorgeous little star charms. It says for the girls. They're so precious. Absolutely adorable. Aren't people clever that can make these things? It's by a company called Whimsy and Sassy. Oh, sorry, that was a bit of an extreme close-up, wasn't it? There we go. She also sent from Hauling Hoof Farm Store handcrafted wooden and woolen gifts. This gorgeous little knitting stitch marker. Oh, hang on, look, it says on the back, for Dan to start your knitting career. I'm going to hide this. He doesn't know. He's behind me. What do you want?
Me?
Yeah, you're lurking outside the door. I can hear you.
Just put my slippers on.
Oh, okay. He doesn't know, but I've got him some yarn and some needles. And I'm going to make him a Star Wars knitting bag. And I'm going to put this in it as well. Shh. He's gone out the back door now. So thank you for that, Connie. And she also sent for me this gorgeous little rainbow handmade button. Couldn't be more appropriate given the rainbow, the sign of the rainbow that we've all got in our windows here in lockdown. And that is by Hauling Hoof Farm Store again, handcrafted artisan buttons. Oh, I love that. That's going to go on a very, very, very special project. I could even use it as a little decoration on my hat. Sorry, I keep going really extreme close-up. And then finally, from Tiny Treats by the Gnome Knitter, she's sent me this gorgeous little Christmas biscuit, or cookie. There you go. I'm trying to get it to focus while still being in the cellophane and simultaneously not showing you my terrible nails. Oh, it's so beautiful. Looks good enough to eat. By the way, speaking of biscuits, I was talking about how much I love chocolate digestives, and a few people asked why they're called digestives. I don't know. They're biscuits. They're quite wheaty biscuits. Actually, let's go and Google it. Hang on. Good old Google. Right, it says they come from Scotland. You see, I knew there's a reason I love them. The digestive was first developed in 1839 by two Scottish doctors to aid digestion. The term digestive is derived from the belief that they had antacid properties due to the use of sodium bicarbonate when they were first developed. First manufactured in 1892, McVitie's Digestive is the best-selling biscuit in the UK. Now, I can't say that they're anything to do with preventing heartburn or any kind of digestive at all. They are just a sweet wheat-based biscuit. You can get them plain. They're excellent dunked in tea, or you can get them with chocolate, or as I was speaking about yesterday, with a layer of caramel and chocolate, all kinds. I absolutely love it. I don't think there's anyone that doesn't like a good old digestive. They are delicious. So that's what a digestive is for everyone that asks, and I've learnt something there too. Right, I'm going to go and crack on with Bridgerton, if my nerves can take it. Clutches pearls, goodness me. And try and make another arm.
The sun is high. I'm sitting here on my own. I think of you, you're on my mind, you know. To me, that's alright. Green grass on my neighbor's lawn. Maybe I should take a stroll. And to me, that's alright.
The school run is done. Oh, state of my hair. I'm going to have a bath tonight. Dan's putting Phoebe to bed tonight. She goes to bed at 9 and we take it in turns for who sort of goes in and puts her to bed and has a little chat with her and stuff before she goes to sleep. And we always, about half an hour before that, we always usually go and have a little chat or a read in our room first as well. I didn't need to know all that, but Dan's doing it, so I'm going to have a bath. Because I really need to soothe my aching legs after my long walk, and it will give me a chance to maybe catch up on some comments, which will be really nice, and finish editing today's vlog. I quite often edit in the bath. Don't know why, I think it's just because I get left alone in peace and quiet to do it. So we're going to have a vegetarian meal tonight. It's very much comfort food, this. I wouldn't say it is. Mind you, I've just worked it out, so I've been using an app. I'm using this app. It's a calorie counter app, but I've really started using it just to monitor my sugar intake, and it's been really helpful to help me not only track my sugar intake, but also to kind of get a more realistic idea of my 5-a-day portions, because I think I was over counting it before. I think I actually I needed to eat more of when I was eating fruit and veg. When I am eating fruit and vegetables, I need to eat more. So I found it really handy. So I've just put all the ingredients for tonight's meal into this to work out what it is for a portion, and it works out at 257 calories a portion, with 8.4 grams of chicken, and it also contributes towards my 5 a day a little bit as well. It doesn't say how much, but I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to show you what it is. I got it off the internet at some point. I obviously printed it out, but I haven't put where it's from. I've written big hit. So this is it. So I can't link it because I honestly don't know, but maybe if you Google that, chicken with tomatoes and orzo pasta. Obviously the vegetarian in the family is not having the chicken. The rest of us are. I'll just cook slightly less. And then it calls for a red onion, but I'm not a big fan of red onions, so I'm just using a normal onion. And then at the bottom, it's got a teaspoon of dried thyme in it, but I find thyme a really overpowering flavour. So I only put just a quarter of a teaspoon in, because otherwise it's just too much for me. But I mean, it's a nice flavour for this dish, but it's just a bit too much. So that's what I'm going to make now. Oh, next door's cat is here and she just moved out the corner of my eye and freaked me out. Yeah, so I shall put the ingredients on the screen as I'm cooking and the method, and then maybe you can cook along at home, or just, you know, Google it and follow the instructions. It's probably be better. And then after that, I'm going to clear up and go and run myself a bath. just finished dinner, and as Dan has just pointed out, when you've got no dishwasher, anything that involves cooking it in only one pan can only be a good thing. I'm just going to move away from the light just because that's not too fluttery. So we were discussing over dinner what the song of the day could be, and there was lots of umming and ahhing, but we finally settled. I'm vlogging here. Sorry, that was Phoebe banging the bin with a fork. We settled on George Ezra, Blind Man in Amsterdam. I've added it to the Spotify playlist and I will put it underneath. Boxes everywhere I turn.
I like to annoy her.
And we chose it because in 2012 we just worked out, we went to France. Phoebe was only 2 years old and it was just before I had my operation. And we listened to that George Ezra album the whole time we were there, and it really reminds me of being stuck in a massive traffic jam on the way back at the end of our holiday. So it's too loud in here, all these people doing washing up, making a racket. I'm going to go and run a bath and edit this together and see what I filmed, and I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow, boo, but at least I don't have to juggle work with homeschool. It really is too loud in here.